Hello, my name is Jessica Steslow, and I'm presenting my elevator pitch for my GEOG 778 class. My project idea is to create a digital visualization that explores the benefits of agroforestry. I'm working with the Savannah Institute, a nonprofit in the United States that researches, promotes, and assists in implementation of agroforestry. My project is to assist the Savannah Institute in comparing their existing agroforestry analysis against some sort of outside conservation data. My intention for this project is to visually explain what agroforestry is and how agroforestry can be combined with conservation goals. I think most people might not know what agroforestry is, but it sounds rather conservation forward, so it would be useful to explain this in a visually pleasing way. In order to narrow my project scope, I am limiting the extent to Wisconsin, United States. I've also broken this project down into 3 steps: research, analyze, and summarize. I will focus on collecting broad ecological data, and then I will compare the conservation data to the existing agroforestry data with a scripting process, and then I will present the analysis in a compelling story map using ArcGIS online. As a summary for this project pitch, I want to talk about what agroforestry is here. In short, agroforestry is using trees in an intentional way adjacent to agriculture, usually for a wide variety of environmental, economic, and social benefits. Some examples are alley cropping, forest farming, silvopasture, and riparian forest buffers. Each of these fit different needs and provide different benefits. This is part of what makes a conservation study on agroforestry challenging. It's very broad. I'm attempting to capture the breadth of conservation data by finding data that is already indexed. These are studies that others have done to summarize types of environmental benefits. I show some examples here. We have data on global human modification, on irrigation in the United States, on animal species richness and diversity, and a consolidated index from the Midwest Landscape Initiative. These will be evaluated for relevance to the Savannah Institute's existing data on agroforestry suitability. I will work with the Savannah Institute to create a scripting analysis that compares raster data to create a final map product of location where agroforestry yields conservation benefits. I have a picture example shown here with the agroforestry suitability index shown on the left and a conservation index shown on the right. Now these 2 examples show different areas. The data that I will use in my project will be the same areas, and we'll run a scripting analysis to look at the raster data in each of the pixels to create some sort of final raster product. The end result will be a story map using ArcGIS online. I have an example wireframe shown on the right and an example story map available for viewing. This is an example of a story map that I found by browsing ArcGIS online. I'm showing this example just to provide how the layout might look for a story map that I choose for agroforestry and conservation data. To begin with, this website is interactive and works by scrolling down. We have a table of contents section that shows what to expect. There's text that discusses the problem, bullet points, highlighted text, headings. We have images, in this case raster images set up as a timeline. I think they do a visually pleasing job to show how data changes over time. They've also incorporated an interactive graphic. In this case, it's a map with a slider that allows you to look at data in 2 different versions. And then you can scroll down further. There's more explanation, more interaction, really nice graphics in this one. And further on, incorporating images and text to go over the images. And that concludes my elevator pitch for the agroforestry benefit visualization. Thank you.